We have land, but we have no money to farm it.
Smallholder farmers who farm on less than 1 hectare of land in Nigeria make up over 70% of the farming population. Despite this high figure and the huge potential they hold to unlocking several economic benefits, these farmers have not had it easy with their needs. This National Agriculture and Smallholder Farmer Dialogue, which is the second, is seeking to make agriculture promotion policy efficient.
We are saying that in the implementation, let's focus on smallholder farmer. What are the real problems of the smallholder farmer? They have issues with inputs, They don't have the resources at the right time to be able to do efficient agriculture. How do we ensure that the inputs and the assistance that government wants to provide reach them? That is the problem. A lot of things are happening, but they are far removed from where the activities are. They are in the rural areas. Things are happening in the local government headquarters, sometimes only at the state headquarters level. How do we ensure that they are reached?
This is not another talk shop. This is a talk for action. And that's why we organize this event, invited different stakeholders, including the media, so that it's beyond this program, where we're actually talking to the nation as a whole and encouraging other organizations to do something, even if it's within their outgrower scheme, if it's as a business, to try and encourage and impact the lives of smallholder farmers and other actors along their cultural value chain.
Challenges like lack of funding, irrigation and road infrastructure are expected to be addressed through the dialogue.
Also, the bureaucracy in pioneer status privileges for accessing agri-finance. Then also, I would not fail to mention the information access as well for farmers regarding ongoing programs that government has put in place, especially with NERCEL, which is for agri-price lending, also for the directives that have been set out, like the real sector support facilities as directed by the CBN. So those very critical information, which are very pertinent, are not being accessed fully and optimally by the smallholder and commercial farmers.
Most of the farmers are not getting from the source. They're not tapping from the current of the APP. What do we do? Solution number one is that we need to reassemble that connection in order to make sure, and this is the role of the parliament, in order to make sure that the local government takes her role more seriously. The autonomy of the local government comes back to them, so that in those days where we used to have local government councillor in charge of agriculture will come back, and then they take the policy from, it will trickle down from federal to state and then local governments, and then up that way.
We are beginning to, for the dry season, we want to group the farmers in clusters. So all the wet zones, the river basin authorities and the Fadama lands will use satellite technology to cluster and identify where there is water and where rice can be grown. Because we want to look at just rice and wheat for them.
The project to improve the lot of farmers is a partnership between the BATN, USAID, the IFDC, IITA, state Fadama offices, and non-governmental organizations in Nigeria.
We are also working very actively to also support the production of some of these crops that can generate foreign exchange or earn foreign exchange for us, because we're talking about diversification of our economy.
It will certainly affect national development because they are key to food production. They are key to, the gross national product. If you can increase their productivity, you will see things going up. You will also see an abundance of food production. We can reduce import. We can actually increase export. There's so many other things that we can do. It can serve industrial development. Agro-industries depend a lot on agricultural products. If we can get smallholder farmers to be more productive, we can get the agro-industries to expand. So these are things that are possible
through technology transfer, which is very critical, where they train themselves through the train-the-trainer approach, and then they also use modern agronomic practices that are aligned with the way they already farm as well, so that sustainability is key. This is something that we must continue to communicate. It's something that we must continue to advocate, because as different stakeholders contribute in their own little way, you find that you have a collective development at the end of the day, and that's what we're trying to push for.
A connection of all the institutions working in agriculture, research institutes, intervention institutes, NIMET, for instance, looking at climate change, NASA looking at access to finance, Ankobura's the scheme from the CBN. All of these will need to aggregate themselves together and pick up an agenda, looking at the face of the farmer, dissecting her problems and challenges, and then seeking to solve them in a holistic manner.
As the implementation of the current administration's agricultural promotion policy continues, the inputs from this dialogue will be put together and presented to government to enhance the policy document.